Well, my friends, exciting news it is that the Euro 2024 has begun. We're almost done with the first game of all the rounds. Tomorrow we'll be concluding that. And then immediately we'll start with La Copa America also at the end of this week. We can't miss this show because we'll talk a little bit about the results and news about what happened today, which is critical for clubs and national team. So we'll see that. Muy buena mi gente, aquí nos encontramos nuevamente en otro programa de fútbol con Mbappe.
Dentro del área, golpea Petit, Zidane y gol. Ha marcado Zidane el 1-0 para Francia.
Welcome everybody, and here we go. This is another show of Fútbol con Mbappe, and yes, as I said, this is exciting. This is going to be an exciting summer because we know that we just started with the Euro 2024. We'll start with the Copa America by the end of this week, and then we will have the Olympic Games next month. So it's going to be an exciting summer. This is a summer that we're looking forward to. A lot of football, a lot of games, a lot of entertainment. So buckle up because this is going to be really, very, very, very cool. So we started on Friday, the inaugurations of the Euro 2024, and we saw the results of Germany winning 5-1 against Scotland. This was a game that actually was a statement for a local team because we know since 1984, no local tournament or local team, national team has won the Euro. And this is actually one that Germany comes inside, being local. They're looking good between the youth and experienced players, especially having Toni Kroos playing there and looking at the mechanism, working out, but having a Musiala, having Frimpong, having all these players that are on their moment. They're hungry. They want to come in. They want to show off. And it's going to be very, very, very nice. I forgot to mention also Verts, which is all the three major young superstars that Germany brings to the table. So we got to see that Group A ended up being that Germany's above, and then the second place in that table is actually Switzerland, who won the match. And then Hungary and Scotland are in third and fourth place. We know that Hungary lost 3-1 against Switzerland. Then we got to see from the Group B, Spain crushing Croatia. Not even a mercy for that one. Croatia started dominating the game. Spain became back. This was actually considered a group of death when it came out in a draft. And right now, Spain was not even a favorite to come out alive in the top two in this group. And it came out to be that Spain came out with a statement. And we're talking about because of the youth of Lamine Yamal. We saw Fabian, and we did see how Morata comes inside and score, but then, comes and leaves the court a little bit with an injury. It comes out to be also that you're seeing this young and more experienced also Spain, where they have a lot of power. They've took over possession when they came up in the World Cup in 2018. And now finally they have some powder. They're striking, their velocity. They're looking for gaps that, they have a young Carvajal, well, not a young Carvajal, but a Carvajal who's in his moment, who just won the Champions League, comes inside with the National League and just strikes a goal in the first game also as well. So this is going to be an exciting team to match and to watch, but we saw a Croatia that it was very disappointing. Not the Croatia we're actually accustomed, not the Croatia that has been in two finals of the World Cup. This is a Croatia that looks slow, defeated, look without ideas. This is a Croatia that has a lot to work out if they want to come out a little bit above in this group. And it's going to be very difficult because we know, as I mentioned before, this is a group that has Italy, Spain, Albania, and Croatia on it. And we saw how Italy struggled also to pass and overcome Albania, but they did enough to be able to win their group, to win their game 2-1. So it's going to be very interesting to keep an eye on this group, especially the next phase. So it's going to be really, really, really good. I will come up with some predictions afterwards in another show. I did have some predictions prior to the Euro. This show did not being able to come in air. I've been having trouble with my mic, as I had for quite a while, and I was not able to come inside. I tried again, my mic changing the wire and coming inside and try to make a show, and it just was unsuccessful. So therefore, I keep him back again with these headsets, and it's working fine for now. So I'll continue to do shows and show up with this headset. But let's talk a little bit about Group C, and this is a group that it's very interesting because it had England, Denmark, Slovenia, and Serbia. One thing that we did see is actually the Netherlands beating 2-1 to Poland, right? But from this group, it came out to be, and we're talking about Serbia losing against an England, but an England who is highly favorite to be able to be one of the top twos of this Euro, did not show up. Obviously, a great pass and a great game and a great header from Jude Bellingham put England to actually win the 3 points in here, but they did not look like the championship caliber that everybody's expecting. However, I'm going to tell you by the end of this that not a lot of the favorites look really good in this first matchup of the Euro. So it's not disappointing for England. However, they need to set up and adjust, and Southgate needs to do something to be able to set up because Alexander Arnold looked lost in here. I think he's playing him out of position. It didn't look confident in on the way that he was playing. He's throwing free throws. He's doing a lot of things that there's a lot of specialists in this match and this team. And this is one of the teams that is full of a lot of potentials to be able to make it very far in the Euros. So we did see also Slovenia versus Denmark, which is actually a tie. And we saw Eriksen coming inside. We know Eriksen in 2018 had that heart stopture, the stoppage on the match. Very scary moment that we experienced in there. And then it comes out to be that he just got back for the Euro and scores a phenomenal goal. And putting and giving this tie to Denmark, it means a lot for them. From there, let's go and talk a little bit about, Group D. I just gave you the result from Poland and the Netherlands. Netherlands, another team that everybody was expecting. They were saying that they're the top two favorite for this group to be able to come. But however, after seeing the game today, we saw that Coleman had a lot of trouble with this group, or at least with this game. Poland put a lot of effort in this game, and not having Lewandowski could have caused Poland not to be able to score more goals and maybe put in more danger than Netherlands. However, Weghorst comes inside as a substitution. He does what he did in 2018 against Argentina, comes inside and scores a goal. He did the same thing in this game, and this gave actually Ngapko scoring the first goal. So this gave the Netherlands the victory 2-1. So it looks like right now Koeman has his handful. He's gonna have to do a lot of things to be able to work out, and it's gonna be very, very, very critical to see exactly what's gonna go on with this squad, because it's very worrying, to see that somebody that is supposed to be the favorite, they got a really good names on their squad. They made it very far in 2018. They have high expectations to come inside in here on the Euro and didn't look really good. And especially in a group that you're falling against France, it's going to be very dangerous. Not only that, we did see how today France had a game against Austria. That was another matchup that it's incredible. We're talking about a highly anticipated France, which we know that is full with superstars. We're talking about Mbappe, Dembele, Camavinga. You have all these megastars in there. Griezmann, Thuram. You have a lot of really good skill players, and it didn't seem like today they felt so comfortable playing this game. They actually did score the game. Kylian Mbappe kicks the ball in the center, and an auto goal from the Austrian defender. It just brought them a heartbroken in that moment. But besides that, Mbappe had a one-on-one against the goalkeeper and missed a shot, something that we're not accustomed to see. However, this France should have been ahead from several goals. They weren't able to be able to create much power or much pressure in that time. We can't take away credit from Austria. Austria actually did a phenomenal job. They did had tons of opportunity also to be able to win this game. They dominated the midfield of this matchup. This was as an incredible matchup in here. I think it was an entertaining game. It was a disappointing moment for France. We did see a bloody nose from Kylian Mbappe, where I will give you a little bit of update after I give you a little bit of summary about what's going on in here in the Euro. But this is another game that another team that I was highly disappointed on this first game. I was expecting multiple goals in the statement, just like Germany and Spain did, and it did not show up actually today. But one of the big disappointments is in the next group, and we're talking about the group that Belgium, Romania, Slovakia, and Ukraine are in. And we did see that Ukraine lose against Romania 3-0. This was a surprising match because there was high expectation for Ukraine, and especially with Adrian Lunin being from Real Madrid, there was high expectation from him. He did a dumb mistake at the beginning of the game, passed the ball to the wrong player. The player comes inside, and puts it right back in. Not only that, he did suffer for 3 goals. It was very painful to be able to watch this game. Romania's in cloud nine. They weren't expected to be a high power in this group. They ended up now being with 3 points and very, 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 very optimism to be able to make it to the next round after seeing Belgium falling against Slovakia. And Slovakia and Belgium, another disappointment. This is actually the upset of the group. Belgium was supposed to be favored to run around and take over this entire group. However, it did not show up today. It did not show the mere power. I know that Lukaku made a goal and then it was taken away because Opel actually touched the hand, had a handball in the match, and the goal was disallowed. But still, that would have just put a little mask about how disappointing Belgium was. We saw Belgium actually very disappointed in 2018 World Cup. And then it comes out to be that the Belgium was a big disappointment coming inside. I mean, a big disappointment coming inside in this one. Now, I said 2018, but Belgium actually was a disappointment on 2022 from the last World Cup. It comes out to be that now you're seeing Belgium inside. I was in Russia. I follow Belgium, so Belgium did not have a disappointment. They eliminated Brazil at that time. They eliminated Japan that time. They actually led the group completely, where England was in there and Panama and Tunisia. I was there personally. I got to see Belgium all the games. So I correct myself. It's not 2018. It was 2022. So Belgium had a big disappointment in Qatar World Cup in 2022. And it comes out to be that it's still on that roller coaster right now and didn't show up in this first match. So we'll see exactly how it goes. But let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen tomorrow. And tomorrow we're expecting it's actually a match where you're going to see Portugal versus Czech Republic. And it's going to be very interesting because Cristiano Ronaldo will make a record about 6 Euros to be present. This is going to be his last Euro, most likely, but he's going to be making a record about 6 appearances on 6 different Euros, right? The 6 different Euros is 6 appearances. So that makes a record for him. Not only that, he's going to be one of the oldest players playing in here. And it's going to be so exciting to be able to see the last dance in Euro from Cristiano Ronaldo. He's coming very motivated. We know that in 2022, he had the misfortune that his coach decided to just do some changes at the last minute and didn't and set them down when he could have helped Portugal to be able to pass to the next round. And because of that, there's a lot of belief that Portugal got eliminated from the World Cup when there was a high expectation of the last dance between Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. So after this, Cristiano Ronaldo is saying right now in some of the interviews that he feels blessed that he's so old. He knows that at this moment, well, so old, not compared to me, he's young, but it comes out to be that he's saying he's very up in age on the soccer life or football life, right? That's how it's supposed to be mentioned. And he's saying that right now he's appreciating every moment because he knows that his end is pretty near about playing football ever again. So therefore he's enjoying, he's having a happy moment. I think this is going to be an exciting moment for him, and it's going to be, everybody's looking forward to be able to see that match tomorrow. The other match that we're going to be seeing, it's about Turkey, because we know Arda Güler coming from Real Madrid is high expectation in this team, and is playing against Georgia, where Karaktafilia is actually playing in this matchup also as well, and Mamadashvili as a goalkeeper. So we're very familiarized with a lot of players from Georgia and Turkey coming inside. So it's going to be an exciting Tuesday. And then we'll go to the second matchup where we're going to be seeing some some tough matchups where we're going to be seeing Croatia versus Albania, Germany versus Hungary, Scotland versus Switzerland. And then on Thursday, we're going to see Italy, Spain. That's going to be a matchup to be able to see. Slovenia and Serbia. We're going to see Denmark and England. We're going to see Ukraine, Slovakia, Netherlands and France, Poland and Austria. And then we'll get to see, once again, everything matching up to be able to start the third round from there. So it's going to be very exciting. The Euro has everybody pumped up. If you haven't seen the Euro, I invite you to go inside. But let's end up this session completely talking a little bit about an update about what happened to Kylian Mbappe. And Kylian Mbappe suffered a shoulder against his nose. So he has a nose injury, a nose fracture, what they're saying. He decided today he's not going to be able to be surgery, or at least he opted to not obtain a surgery today. This could be two things. This could be that Kylian Mbappe actually wants to probably look forward to see what's his best option for surgery purposes. However, he did joke around and bring out part asking people and his fans what ideas for his mask. And we know that a year ago there was Neymar came up and gave him a gift about a Donatello mask. So there was people making fun with that on some of his X and everything. However, from X.com, we're seeing right now that he posted that there is RMC, a local channel and a local news pretty much for France, has come up and brought optimism, saying that Kylian Mbappe will be able to play for Friday. I doubt that. I did hear an interview about a specialist doctor, and he says that the way that the nose was dislocated and obviously showed that there was fracture. And there he explained that usually when he sees these type of cases, he takes between 10 to 15 days to be able to recommend players to not be able to play. And then from there, they use a mask for at least 2 months up to a year. So he did mention that there was going to be a mandatory mask for a player like Kylian Mbappe. He says that there might be options that Kylian Mbappe would not want to have a surgery immediately. And this is going to be a painful, but it could be very destructive for him also, because they said that he could bleed a lot more, and this could hurt him at the last minute a little bit more. But this is a decision that we'll see how Kylian Mbappe will be able to make. We'll start following up on the story. We saw that Le Parisien says, there's optimism, great news that he didn't have to go through surgery today. However, they did not mention that there's no fracture or anything like that. So, having to hear this specialist doctor come inside and talk about that, by the way that he saw the nose, immediately he determined that he didn't even have to see Kylian Mbappe. He knows there's fracture and that he needs operation, yes or yes. So there's a surgery that it has to be done eventually, but we'll see, because he did give a recommendation. He says that the alternate about this is to put back the nose, manually, put it back together, put a mask, give a little bit of of injections to like pain reliever, and he'll be able to play that way. But he's saying that a player like Kylian Mbappe, being so young, having a big future, all the expectation is coming for him, coming from Real Madrid. It sounds like the smart thing will be that, he will take his time tonight, go to rest. Tomorrow he will wake up, he'll talk, have meetings with specialists and a lot of people, and see further recommendations before he makes any positive or any negative decisions in here. However, it looks like Kylian Mbappe will most likely miss the first round, the remainder of the first round. There might be a chance that he comes out for the second round. We'll see, and we'll keep you posted with this. But I did want to give you a little bit of insight about what's going on with Kylian Mbappe. I hope you enjoy this. The Euro started this Thursday. Don't forget that Argentina plays against Canada. That's the opening matchup for the Copa America here in the United States. So it's going to be exciting. There's a lot of football. There's a lot of things that are going to go on, and we'll keep you posted. And football con Bamban. Don't forget to give you a like, the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys until next time. Ciao.